Well, here we are back in Pioneer. This time we'll be playing a mono black 8 rack. Getting into the deck. First off the land, so we've got 3 Castle Lothlane, 2 Urborg, 2 Yawgmoth, 3 If You're Deadlands, and 2 Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Gaia Reach Sanitarium's coming in handy with the Waste Knots that we're playing, allowing us to possibly draw extra cards or get creatures from them. Castle Lothlane is pretty much simple. It's just for drawing the extra cards. The Urborg allows us to tap all of these lands for black as well. Next we've got 2 Mutant Vaults, just mainly for creatures, and 10 Swamps. So first off, our creatures. So we've got 4 Burglar Rats, 4 Pack Rats, 3 Murderous Riders, and 3 Rank Master of Pranks. Obviously the Burglar Rat and the Rankle can come in with our discard package. Our Pack Rats are there mainly in case we have to go on the beatdown. So Pack Rats can become quite a bit of an annoyance. And they do play in with our Burglar Rats as well. Murderous Riders just for some removal, especially on Planeswalkers, and it's also a creature as well. So our sorcery instant package, so we've got 3 Fatal Push, 2 Collective Brutality for our discard, 4 Thoughtseize, and 4 Unburden. So the Collective Brutality can get rid of the creatures as well, and we can cycle the Unburden should we need to. Finally, we've got 4 Shrieking Affliction and 4 Waste Knots. So the Shrieking Affliction is part of our 8 rack. The Waste Knots are very good in conjunction with any or discard, because we can either get extra mana in our mana for 2/2 zombies, or we get to draw cards. And finally, our other half of the 8 rack is Davriel Rogue Shadow Mage. He has his own ability that allows you to discard a card, but opponent to discard a card. He only deals 2, and is in the same way as Shrieking Affliction, where you've got to have 1 card or less. Then we go on to our sideboard. So we've got 3 Feed the Swarm, mainly in against any enchantments. Can double up against as a creature removal as well. 2 Noxious Grasp against any kind of big white green creatures or even planeswalkers there as well. 2 Bontu's Last Reckoning in case we come up against creature heavy decks. 2 Liliana the Last Hope if we come up against any creature decks, but again that are kind of weedy. 4 Leyline of the Void against any graveyard decks, and 2 Pithing Needle, which are mainly there against any kind of planeswalkers, but can double up against something else as well. So there we have it. We're going to get into our first game and see how it takes us. Well, here we are in Pioneer with 8 rack. Our opponent is going first. And I think we will be keeping this. Okay, so what is our opponent playing? They're playing Swamp. So you've got a Pack Rats, so we'll get the Swamp out there. So we do have a 3rd turn Davriel, but plenty of removal, the 2 Murderous Riders. But here we've got a Collective Brutality, so let's fire that off. So we've got a Thing in the Ice, 2 Chandra, Claim to Fame, and a Dreadbore. The Dreadbore is a bit more problematic because of our Davriel, so I think we'll be taking that. Chandras are okay because we've got Murderous Riders. So they shouldn't be too much of a problem. There comes down the thing in the ice. We can't take care of that again as well with a Murderous Rider. We'll get Davriel down. Discard a card. And they get rid of the claim to fame. Here comes our first Chandra. And a nickel Boros. So I've got a 4-colour deck. So it's some kind of control deck, obviously. So we'll get rid of the Chandra. I do apologise if I sound a bit nasally. I do have a bit of a cold at the moment. And we'll discard a card. So that's them down to 1. They're going to take 2 damage just now. They can't play Nicol Bolas unless they drew a card. They drew a land, which they didn't. Got another Chandra down, so we can take care of that with our other Murderous Rider. They hit a claim to fame. So now we've got a third pack rat as well. They're opted. Thoughtseize. So what we're likely to take here, we've got plenty of pack rats, so probably looking at the waste knots. Now even if we play the pack rats, they're going to be very easily bounced by the thing in the ice. So we'll cast a Murderous Rider. That way if that gets bounced back to us, that's not a problem. Okay, we're going to lose 7 life from the thing in the ice, but it will allow us to kill it the turn after. They're going to opt again. So we'll have to get one more counter off it. If they do, they'll more likely take out Davriel, because they don't want to keep on taking continual damage from him. But here we go. So that gives it a +2/+0, so that's going to take out Davriel. It can come straight to her face. Either way, it's going to do 9 damage. 11 now. So is it taking out Davriel? It's probably coming straight to our face. Puts us down to 1. Okay. Things are getting. I can't cast Swift End now because we're only down at 1 life. Get Burglar Rat out because they don't have trample. We can play the Collective Brutality next turn, gain 2 life. If we draw land, because the Thoughtseize is not any good to us. So we're just going to run out that pack rat. So if they do attack, we've got a chump blocker. Get the collective brutality played, quite possibly. I'm just going to chump block with the burglar rat. Streaking affliction. Yeah, we'll play that. We can, and we'll get them. Can we go to escalate? I don't see why not. We've got 2 cards in hand, so we need to get them down to 1. Get them to lose 2 life as well. We can just ditch one of our thought seizes. This gives us a chance to cast murder. No, it doesn't give us a chance to cast Murder's Edge. We'll let 3 life. But actually it would. So we can still chop block with the pack rat. Now, do we bring in the other Murderous Rider? Things are starting to get a little bit out of hand now. There's another Streaking Affliction. Can't afford to play that. Play pack rat. We're not able to do anything because they didn't instant attack next turn. So that's us. Even with the other Streaking Affliction out, which really needed them to discard 1 or 2 cards before we could get those into play. Right, so let me see. Noxious Grasps are not really any good. Could bring in the Bontus. We'll bring in the Lilianas. Take it a Fatal Push and a Thought Seize. And we'll run that. So, yes, we'll play first. 2 land. Davriel. And the first on Thought Seize, so I think we'll be keeping that. Play that now, Thought Seize. See what they've got. The Young Pyromancer and 2 Thought Seize. If they use their Thought Seizes, probably take Davriel. So I think we've got to take the Young Pyromancer. We are going to take apart our hand a little with the Thought Seizes, but what they're going to take here, is it going to be Davriel? Or the Pack Rat maybe? Maybe even the Burglar Rat. Burglar Rat, because I don't want to discard any more cards. So we'll run the Pack Rat out. Next turn we could probably get Davriel down, quite possibly. Or we could just go on the Packrat train. You've got your Pyromancer. So I can play the Castle Lothlane. Cast Murderous Rider on young Pyromancer, get rid of that. Leaves our Packrat a bit defenceless, but we do have a backup, so that's not too bad. We get him for one. With the lack of much other discard, I think we'll be on the Packrat train by the looks of things. So they're going digging. And another Thoughtseize. So they're going to take another Packrat. They're going to take Davriel. It's a little strange. Okay, they don't want us discarding cards, I suppose. But I would have thought the Packrat would have been a bigger problem. Especially since it can grow. We'll play it out, get in for the last two. And we can easily discard this land to the Packrat. We're going to whiff on that. Well, that's exile target instant or sorcery from an opponent's graveyard. They're going to whiff on the Thoughtseize. It's going to cost an extra 2 life. We've got a Liliana, so I think we'll be playing that. And we'll minus on the Darfleet Daredevil. Or +1 on the Darfleet Daredevil, if you know what I mean. And get in for 4. What they play here. Dreadbore getting rid of Liliana. It's no big deal. So we can attack with the 2 Packrats. Create another one. That'll do 6 damage. Unless they've got some kind of removal. Guess we'll soon find out. No removal, so we get we get the win. Right, I can't really think of much else. Just run it back out. Okay, so we've got 3 land. Quite a bit of... We've got some discard, some removal. We've got Waste Not. So, is this a Thoughtseize? Duress. Okay, are they going to be taking the Fatal Push? Or the Waste Not? My guess is probably be the Waste Not. They don't want us drawing extra cards. Or having creatures. Right. So we'll play the Swamp. And we'll hold up Fatal Push, I suppose. See what they've got now. we've got a thing in the ice. We do have the fatal push for that, so we'll get rid of that just now. Get the next swamp out. To be cycled on burner, we just need to discard a couple of cards. The collecting brutality, so that makes our decision there quite easy. Taking the unburden. But we could have cycled it. Would have just lost that collective brutality instead. So let's see what they've got in their hand. They've just got a fatal push and a land. So that's good. They're opting, going digging. Castle Lochway, so let's run that out. Vault into a creature and go on the attack. Keep the Murderous Rider back for any creatures, like Young Pyromancer. So we'll get rid of that. Get in with 2/2 Mutavault. So we've got a Waste Knot next. So we could cast the Waste Knot, put down the Castle Lochway and draw a card. Go Waste Knot first. And cast Murderous Rider, I think, instead of attacking with the Mutavault. Need to get a bigger creature down just in case. And it's got lifelink, so we can gain some life from that as well. Not that our life total is much of a problem at the moment. They're digging more. Watergrave untapped, Young Pyromancer. We've got a Dreadbore, so they're going to take out the Murderous Rider. These are not looking great for us at the moment. We've got Davriel, so play the Castle Lochway. Can tap the Castle Lochway to draw a card. See what we get. Just waiting for our opponent. So we've got a Burglar Rat. So we can play that out. A blocker at least. They've got no cards to discard. We can get the Davriel down next turn. Start chipping away at their life total with that. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen now. So we'll just block that. Hopefully we'll get something to take care of the young Pyromancer. Pack that. We could draw my Castle Lochmain, but I think we're going to keep the Mtgo up at the moment to turn the pack rat into a 2-2. So they'll both become 2-2s. Actually, the Mtgo should become a 3-3. No, it will become a 2-2. So they're not attacking. So we'll get missed opportunity to Castle Lochmain there, so we've got Davriel out. We'll discard that last card. So they've discarded the Thoughtseize, and we get land. Play that, we can do Castle Lochmain, but I'll hold it back for the Mtgo at the moment. Obviously, if they don't use that, then we can get a Castle Lochmain at the end of the turn. So they're not attacking. Right. Well, so that was our turn, so they're attacking now. Can they take that chance? They are. Right, so do they have a removal spell? Well, we're going to have to take the chance, so they're both attacking Davriel. There's a failed push on the pack rat. So, yeah, we'll turn the Mtgo into a creature. We're going to lose the Davriel. No, we're not. It's going to go down to 1. We'll take out their young Pyromancer, which is the biggest problem. We just draw into our Borg. So let's play that. We'll just pick one. I should have tapped it for mana beforehand. See what we draw. So we've got a Gaia Reach Sanitarium. So that'll be quite good with the Waste Knot. So we can get them to draw cards, ditch to the Waste Knot. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff amongst that. Most things we're going to lose Davriel to the Elementals. There's not much we can do about that though. Yep, so there goes Davriel. So we'll get the Gaia Reach Sanitarium down. Next turn, we play that. Can cycle that. We'll do draw 2 cards first. Discard a card. So discard the swamp. We discard the land. So we can cycle using that land. Damn, misclick. So we're casting it then instead. I thought these which is of no use at the moment. So we're going to take 2. So I've got a collective brutality. That can get rid of one of them anyway. So we'll start with the Gaia Reach. See what we get through that. Get rid of the Thoughtseize. So we'll get another card out of that. So we'll do collective brutality with all 3 target the creatures, target them. Those are the last 2 cards we've got. See what we've got in hand. Yeah, there's one of the creatures as well. I feel push, so we do get something from that. We get to draw a card as well. That was quite good. And we get a draw with Castle Lockdown as well. The Gaia Reach Sanitarium and the Waste Knot combo is quite good. So they're going to get in for 1. We'll draw a card. Spin the dice, see what we get. If they're dead lands, well, it can't take out the creature. But 2 if they're dead lands. So we'll take out the creature, or actually we'll do the Gaia Reach first, see what we draw. Get rid of the Burglar Rat then. Deadlands could be a bit better. Another Gaia Reach, that's quite good. So we'll get rid of this creature. We can get a Gaia Reach Sanitarium down next turn probably, depending on what they play. Start making them draw 2 cards and discard 2. Ah, of course, Gaia Reach is a legendary land, so that's not good. So we'll Thoughtseize, I could have done that first of all. So we draw another card. So that's a Rankle, so we'll fire that out, get in for 3. A 2-turn clock. Not as much point with anything there. Could make them lose a life, but I don't want them to draw a card though. So we'll just go with that. Dead next turn unless they can do something about the rankle. What have they got? They've got a collective brutality. So they're going to gain 2 life. That'll keep them alive for a little bit longer. So we've got another waste knot. So let's fire that down before we do the Gaia Reach. We've got 2 triggers. Discard the swamp. We discarded a land too. So we'll play that and do a draw with Castle Lothlane, using up the extra mana. Another swamp. Okay, we'll get in for 3. Again, we won't do anything. What have they drawn here? Chandra. So they're going to have... They've got a collective brutality in their graveyard. They'll probably do that. Gain another 2 life. But they'll get rid of the rankle with the Dreadbore. So we've got a Burglar Rat. So let's spin the Gaia Reach, see what we draw. A Murderous Rider. So we'll get rid of the land. We've got 4 land out of that. So we'll play the Burglar Rat. Still got a bit of a clock on them. We can get rid of the Chandra. And we can spin the dice with Castle Lothlane. See what we draw. Just another swamp. Not going to have many more activations of that left, to be honest. But we do have a Murderous Rider, which has got lifelink, but you're down to 2 life. Collective brutality would be good. Oh, we've got the GGs. So we get there in the end. Okay, here we are back in Pioneer with Iraq. Won the die roll and we're going first. I think we'll keep this. They're mulligan to mulligan to 5. So they mulligan to 5. Now the Heartless Act and the Fatal Push don't bother me, so I take out the Freaka. Just need a land. Cast the Waste Not. There's the Woodland Cemetery. And a Skyclave Shade. Land, finally. So we'll cast the second Waste Not and the Shrieking Affliction. Next turn we'll do the Unburden. So let's see what we get from this. So we've got another 2 cards. And a Fatal Push. They're taking 6. Got a Murderous Rider there. Fatal Push. I think we'll play Davriel. It'll discard a card. Another Fatal Push. Which is good. They're now taking 8. Yeah, they're more likely to take out the Davriel, which is alright because I've got another one in hand. Both coming at me, okay. So we've got the first game. What would be good against them then? Liliana. So a lot of 1 toughness creatures. They had quite a few 1 toughness creatures there. So I'll take that out. Take out 2 pack rats. Okay, we'll keep this. Another swamp. Sylvan Caryatid, okay. Hit them with a collective brutality. They've got nothing there. So we've got Murderous Rider to take care of Varaska. You're probably going to take it with Shrieking Affliction. Yep. So we'll Swift end that. Liliana, great. We'll get attack Liliana. Okay then. I have to get Liliana down. Okay, so I'm discarding 2 cards. Taking 6. So I'll attack Liliana again. There's another Liliana Varaska now. don't think there's much waste for me to get back in this one. Right, so bottom twos can come out. We'll bring in one pack rat and take out one waste knot. Two pithing needles. We'll take two brutalities. Burglar rat. Davriel. So yeah, we're going first. One land, not good. We'll have to bargain that. That's a bit better. We'll keep that. Rank on the bottom. So we'll get waste knot out. There's only one card they can take, that's the Thoughtseize. Davriel there. Discard the card, see what we get. Draw cards, okay. Lots of planeswalkers in this deck, by the looks of things. Going for Davriel. Slow Swift end on that. And then we'll Thoughtseize. Sheesh. Well, I guess we're going to have to take Farika. Another waste knot. Okay. Play that, and we'll play the waste knot. Hit him for 2. So discard the card. So you get another 2 1/1s. Play that. Keep that one. And we'll cast that. We'll attack 2. There's a Freaka. There's a Davriel. So we get our 2 2/2s. Attack with everything. Or 2 damage. Not going to get anything to the Kite Sail freebooter. Discard that last card, which is the other Planeswalker, and we get the GGs. Okay, here we are back in Pioneer with 8-rack. We won the die roll, so we're going first. Yeah, I think we'll be going with this. So they've mulliganed to 6, which is even better. So let's start with the Thoughtseize, see what we're up against. Spirits. Okay. They've got 1 land, so we'll take the Mausoleum Wanderer. All we can cast at the moment. So we'll play Castle Lothlane and a Burglar Rat. See what they discard here. A Supreme Phantom. Okay. There's a second land. So they've got the Topplegeist now. They can play. So we will play the Urborg. And we've got a Lofted Denial as well, so attack with that. And we can play the Shrieking Affliction. Lofted Denial shouldn't affect that. That's not got haste, plus they can't cast it if they've got that based. Flash, I should say. They can't cast that unit if they were even to flash that in. There's the Topplegeist in. Which is just what we were looking for. So cast on Burden. Now we know 3 of the cards in their hand. So they get rid of the Lofty Denial and Spell Queller, get the Curious Obsession. It's understandable. We'll swing in for 1. It's unlikely they're going to block, because they want to put the Curious Obsession on it. There's the Curious Obsession. So they're going to swing in for 2 and draw a card. Which is not good. They are still quite stuck on land. Let's turn this into a creature. Back with both of them. See if this will work. Or if they've got some kind of counter. So they're going to take another 3. And we need somewhere getting rid of that Topplegeist. I'll waste not. Play the waste not. We'll draw a card. Another waste not. Okay, so they're playing Nabelcast Herald. We're going to tap back creature. So they're going to take another 3 because of that. Personally, would have just let that attack, take 1 rather than 3. So they're coming in for 4 now. suppose that does make a bit of sense. Right, see what we draw. And if near, play the other waste not. Draw a card. We only need some kind of removal. That's not helpful. Attack for the one. They've both got flying, so we can't block them anyway. Supreme Phantom. I get them for 6 now. Appears the writing is on the wall. Okay, what waiting on? They disconnected or something? Or have we? Getting him for 6. So a collective brutality here. Right. Okay. I should have kept a hold of that. Don't think there's any way out of this anyway, even if it was to kill that with the collective brutality. I could then give that -2, -2. It wouldn't make much difference. Right, so let me see. Bring out Liliana here. Take out one waste not. And a pack rat. Bring in the 2 Bontus as well. Take out a burglar rat. And a murderous rider. Okay, let's see how we go here. Okay, we'll keep this. They've mulligan to 6. They've kept a 6 card hand. So let's thought seize them. So we'll take the Mausoleum Wanderer. So they don't have a first turn. With the pack rat out. If we draw another land and they play the Supreme Phantom, we can Murderous Rider it. There's our land. Cast Swift End on that. Attack for 1. We've got a burglar rat here, so we'll play that out. The Lofted Denial shouldn't interfere too much with it unless they've got a Mausoleum Wanderer. That'll be fine for us, because if they get rid of 2 cards, we can cast a Shrieking Affliction. There's a Lofted Denial. Is that the only one they've got, though? Oops, I forgot to attack. My bad. Well, they were holding that hand. There's a curious obsession. Yep, so much in the first game. So we've got another murderous rider here. What we'll do is attack with both of these. See if they've got a flash creature. Take out the pack rat. They don't. But now we'll cast this to see if they've got any kind of counter. A second Nibelgast Herald. So that was a plains, okay. Mausoleum Wanderer now. You're coming in for 5. There's a Supreme Phantom now. Unless we draw Bond 2s. Even if we Swift in that, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Which is enough to kill me. Don't have another land even just to flash out the Rankle. GG. They've got it. Okay. Still either way, it's still 8. It's even a Bontu's Last Reckoning wouldn't have saved us there. Okay, so here we are back in Pioneer with 8-rack. Opponents go first. I think we will keep this. Another swamp, so let's Thoughtseize. See what we're up against. So it's a Wilderness Reclamation deck. No point putting Euro in. We're a wee bit off getting that. Let's get rid of that because they can cycle that. They are only got 2 lands at the moment. So they're not really able to cast that either. The Mystical Dispute. So that's with Fable Passage. Okay, so this turn we'll hit them with the Burglar Rat. See what they're going to discard. So next turn we've got Davriel, quite possibly, and then Rankle the turn after that. Considering that they will have their 3 mana for clean Mystical Dispute up. Oh, they've tapped it, so they're playing Uro. That works for us. Got to draw an extra card, which isn't great. That's going to be tapped. This turn we're getting Davriel. Get the discard card. See what we're going to discard here. So discard a forest. Okay, that will attack now. Get the Burglar Rat going. Even if they cast Uro this turn, we can play Rankle, making them discard creature. So then they will discard Uno. So they're doing Wilderness Reclamation. So they really wanted to keep a hold of that card, okay? Now we've got Mystical Dispute. Discard. So they're keeping a hold of the Mystical Dispute. Isn't great for us. We're going to take 2 damage this turn. What we play here? I didn't want to play anything because I wanted to keep that other card in hand. We'll play that. It'll discard card. Banger. Not much use against us at the moment. I want to draw that Mystical Dispute out of their hand. So I'm going to play Castle Lothlane. Now, I'm going to let a Mystical Dispute this. Well, actually, I've got 3 lands, so even if they do, I still get it. Now, do I want to pay the 3? Yes, we will. That's got the Mystical Dispute out of their hand now, so we don't really know anything that's in their hand at the moment. We've got a Davriel coming down next turn. Castle Vantris. That could cause a problem. We'll play that. Get in with those. Play a Davriel. So they lose another 2. Is this some scrying again? Nope, we're going to get Uro. That's fine. We can deal with Uro. We're also going to draw a card. And they will have quite a lot of land untapped for this because of the Wilderness Reclamation. We've got Blast Zone. It's not going to be quick enough, I don't think. So we discard what we're doing here, put in a charge counter. Oh, no, they can. So they'll get rid of all of those. Nice. So we'll cast Swift End on that. That might prompt the Blast Zone. I've only got 2 lands left, I should never have done that there. They can do the Blast Zone and get rid of those. My bad. That was a bit of a mistake on my half there. They're losing another 2 life. So we can get Rankle down next turn. For 3. The other 2 from Davriel. Depending on what we draw. A Shrieking Affliction. That will help quite a bit, so we'll discard that last card. What's it to be? It's a Bleeding Pool. So we'll play the Shrieking Affliction. Then we'll play Rankle. They'll take 3 from that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I buggered up yet again. So let's play that. Another Castle Vantress. Either way, we're going to lose 5 life here. That puts them down to 6. So what we're going to do, we've got to have something that will give them card draw. Otherwise, these 2 here are going to cause a problem. What we play here. Is it an expansion explosion? It is. We're going to draw 2 cards. I do have another Davriel anyway. So, let's see. We draw another Rankle. Let's attack with the Murderous Rider first. Try the Davriel. See if they've got a counter. Oh, and we've got the GGs. Right, so let's see. Defeat the Swarms, definitely. Probably take it to Fatal Pushes. What else? Ley Lines. I can bring in the Noxious Grasps. They would only hit Uro. Bring in the Ley Lines. Take out 2 Waste Knots. They're quite good. Take out Thoughtseize. And a Murderous Rider. Anything else there? Castle Vantress, quite possibly. The Waste Knots are quite good though, because obviously we do have a lot of non-creatures. We'll go with this. See how that takes us. We do have a Feed the Swarm there, which is good. I think we will be keeping this. It's not a bad hand. So they're opening with a Castle Vantress, okay. We'll play that. Put the Pithy Needle on Castle Vantress. So that blocks off their Scry for that. Growth Spiral, okay. We do get a Leyline now, but we'll play Collective Brutality. See what we've got in their hand. They've just got an Expansion Explosion. We'll take that. 2 land and an Uro. Now we need another land. Here comes the euro. Obviously going to use the blast zone on that. There's our land. Let's get the Davriel down. You might want to discard the cards, so they'll take 2 damage the next turn. Get that devil tapped out. Guess they're going to want that Castle Vantris. If they can get rid of the Davriel, there's the Wilderness Reclamation. We can deal with that though, so that's not too problematic. So we'll wait and discard that last card. And we'll kill that one. We're more likely going to bring back Uro. Up in the blast zone by another 2 counters. So we want to take out Davriel. What they're going for here. Expansion Explosion. Seems like it. Yep, for 1. So we need a land. Castle Lochway will be good. Let's get it down. Attack this Rankle. We'll put this on the stack. Each player discards a card. I'm going to discard a burden. what they play. Are they going to bring back an Uno? A counter on Blast Zone. Hopefully, get rid of the Rankle. They were contemplating the counter on Blast Zone. I'm not bringing an Uno back. Let's get rid. I'm not going to get rid of the graveyard, but I've got a mystical dispute or something. I should have attacked first, quite possibly. So pay for that. Attack for the 3. Not going to do anything. So is this going to be an anger? Okay, that's going to deal with that. Let's get the Shrieking Affliction out. And depack that. We're going to take another 3. Blast Zone's already out of the ability to deal with the Shrieking Affliction or the Pithing Needle. We're keeping a card in hand. Okay. Oh, and we got the GGs. I'll pack that, so we're able to attack for 4 quite possibly. Oh, so we eventually went 4 and 2, losing to a Mono Black Zombies deck. Overall, the deck worked quite well. I can't really fault the deck for anything. We had enough removal and things like that. The only thing we found possible really is on the discard side. 1 or 2 possible changes. You can maybe take out the Burglar Axe and put in Miasmic Mummy. Miasmic Mummy is a 2-2 with the Burglar Axe only a 1-1. Both do exactly the same thing. However, the Burglar Rat does work quite well with our pack rats. Second is a Mind Rot. Against more discard, it allows it to discard 2 cards. I'm not sure what you would take out for it though, that's the only thing. Finally, a Liliana Heretical Healer. Problem with that one is we don't have a lot of creatures to get it flipped, to bring in the ability to make their opponent discard cards. As I said, these are some possibilities that may make the deck a bit better, but overall, enjoyed playing the deck, and as I said, it did work quite well. So that's us for tonight, so hopefully see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. YouTube is showing you a couple of videos you might like. Comment down below. Remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!